All right. So this is what we are going to create today, or in today's tutorial from Internet Anarchist. Yeah. So first we're going to create a new composition, then type main, then we'll change the aspect ratio to 1920 by 1080. So after that, I'm going to change the duration to 20 seconds or 10. Then hit OK. All right. Then now what we have to do is I'm going to drag this image to my composition like this because this is what I'm going to use. Actually, I couldn't find the construction picture for now, so I generated it with AI. So this is what I got, right? This is what I got. Now, what we have to do now is we're going to create a new composition. Then we're going to type comment section because I would like to create the like and dislike section. So to do that, this is my reference and I'm going to use the rounded rectangle tool. Then I'll change the fill to white. Then I'll go to OK. Then I'm going to turn off the stroke like this. Then hit OK. Then I'll draw my rectangle. Then I'll center the anchor point. I'm going to align it to the center like this. Then I'll type roundness. Then increase the roundness like this, right? But you see it's thick, so I want to make it thin. What you have to do is to make it slim or thin like this, you just have to go to this section, like the search section, then type size. So when you type size, you uncheck this, then you will decrease it like this, like how like yeah, it gets it. All right, so after that, yeah, so I'm going to create a line. So to create a line, hit G to create a pen. Then I change the color to the faded black. Then I'll change the stroke to 10. Okay, 10 is okay. So right now, what we have to do, I'll center the anchor point, and I will change the top to hit, like I'll change the point, I'll make the point to hit the top. So that's what I'm just doing right now. All right, so when I'm done, I'll just change this to round cup and align it perfectly. Then I'll hit Ctrl T to make a text. That's where I'm going to write my the number, right? So I'll use poppins. Then I'll increase this to 100, right? Then I'm going to type my color. So but I would like to change the font. So to change the font, I'll just click here, then make it black, then hit OK. So at this point, I'll just type 1.8 K, right? Then I'll just make it semi-bold because it's too thick, or medium. So medium is okay, so I'll choose medium. Then now I'll just bring it down like this. You can hold, well, I can just hold Control, then double click the palm behind too like this, and I've gotten it. Now what we're gonna do now is we're going to make the K capital. Then we will align it like this. All right, so I'm going to duplicate this. Then so I duplicated this, then change the number to 4.5. I need to create a room space so that I can add the like button PNG like this. So that's all that I have to do. All right, so now just shift this to the right a little bit, then I'll add a like this, then I'll duplicate it and move it to the right, then I'll just change it to the opposite side So to change it to the opposite side, I just make it negative and it will be upside down. So there's no need to download or to drag in a right and I think a like and a dislike. We can just create it. So I created a region of interest at this point. Then I'll go to edit, or no, I'll go to composition and go to crop region of interest. And now we have it. Now I'll go to duplicate by hitting Control D like this, and we'll click into the comment section 2. Then I'm going to change the number to 2.8. We always have to make the likes smaller than the dislikes because that's the concept around the video. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll duplicate by hitting Control D. We'll double click into the section 3, then change the number. So I'll just make this 12.7. Yeah. Then I'll change this to 3.4. But you can just experiment. There's no need to follow me. But like you could just how it's going to be like. So I've created all the comment sections, like or the dislike and like button, like as you see right now. So all we have to do is make a new composition for the next scene that we'll do, or either we'll drag everything to the normal composition, right? So first what we have to do is we'll check our reference and see what we are doing next. All right, so I must create something like this. I'll create a new composition, then type text. So I'm going to start with the text. I didn't want to do the text, but I'll start with the text. Then I'm going to type, or I'm going to change my font to serif, or wait, let me think about it. I'm sticking with Poppins, but I'll change the font later on. So when I use this, I'm going to change the font color to white, or the fill to white. Then I'm going to type exactly what we saw in the reference. So fast forward to today. So type fast forward to today. Okay, so right now changes to lowercase, and now I'm done. So this is how it's going to look like, but we like to change the today to red like this, right? So okay, let's go back. So I'll just select all this, then I'll change the font because I would like to change the font from Poppins to this font. Yes, then I'll select only the today, then change the font color to red, and hit OK. When I'm done, all I have to do is align it like how we see it now. So center the anchor point, go to the paragraph in this panel, or I'm sorry, the align, then we'll just increase the fonts to 150, then center this, center the anchor point, then we add a turbulent display. So I'll go to effective preset, type turbulent displays, change the amount to 20, then make this 4, then go down, click on the alt and random seed, hold alt and hit random seed, then type time then times 10. So when we go back and play, this has to look like, right? So if I change the size to 50 and play, so you can just experiment, but it's so fast, so I'll just undo it and choose 10. All right, so now this is how we like it, and now we will have to add a deep glow to this. So we go to effects and presets, then type deep glow, So when I get a day glow, I'm going to reduce this to, or I'll bring it low like what you see, 3. Alright, now what I have to do is go to my animation composer because we like to animate the text. So in the animation composer, I'll be going to so I'm going to pick this animation, then I'll click in for it to animate. So I'll just scroll down, then I'll change the paragraph because I would like the today to be at the middle. So from there I can just still go to my line, then align it to the center like this, right? Then we'll center the anchor point back with the control, then double click. So we'll start it like this, and this is how it's going to be like. All right, so now that it looks like this, the next thing we have to do is, let me check for my reference. So from the reference, you can see the dots is in front of the today, so I have to delete the dot on top, then break it down like this, and this is how it's going to look like. So it's the same. Now what I have to do next is go back to our project, then we'll go to our main composition. So we just double click on the main composition like this. I will first begin by creating a camera. So to create a camera, just right click or just select, right click, then add camera. You copy the same setting, then hit OK. Then I'm going to hit OK again, then just go to skip tool for this. I don't know why I see it though. Yep. So now I'm going to drag all this pre-coms that I made into this timeline, and I think I'll bring the PNG to the front. So that's the man. Then I'll change the toggle switch, then make everything 3D by clicking, or the 3D bin or whatever it's called, and I'll just want to view, or I need a large space so that I can do 2 views for this. So click on 2 views, and now we're going to do whatever we have to do. But now I'm going to select this and change this to top. So now that I've gotten it, then what we have to do is select sorry, we're going to select each of the comments, then we'll bring it down, then take it to the right. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the others. So I'll take this, bring it down like this, then take it to the left like this. So at this point, when I go to my reference and I play, you can see that there's 2 on top, then 2 below, right? So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I just raise this to the top and raise the others to the same thing. So I'm just, this is me adjusting it. And I'll take this like this. Then I'll raise it to the top. So now I'm just going to select this. I'm going to bring it down because I want it to be down. So let me fast forward so that I don't want to waste your time, but I've demonstrated at least 3 for you guys so you can learn how it is. Alright, so when you're done, we're going to hit R for a rotation, then we'll type time for the Z rotation, right? Then we'll type time times 10, but it's moving too fast. I don't want it like that, so I'm going to decrease the time to, I think, 3. So no, I'm going to change to 3. All right, so now that I've gotten it to 3, now one thing I have to, so this is how it's going to be like. So now instead of going all the way to do the same thing for the others, you can actually copy the expressions and add it to the others one. So in order to copy the expressions, all you have to do is go to the Z rotation, then right click on it, then go to copy expression. So now I just select this and hit Ctrl V, then I'll do the same thing for the rest. So here Ctrl V, here Ctrl V, then the 5 and then section 6 too, yeah, then Ctrl V. So when I'm done, it's the same direction. So in order to change it, I'll just have to select the 6, then I'm going to scroll down or click on the Z rotation, then change the 3 like this by double clicking it like this, then I'll make a -3. So I'll do the same thing I'll do it as random. So the section 4 like this, I'll click here, then I'll double tap on the 3, then make it -3. So you can do it to any of the random sections that you can, or that you want it to be like this, so you can see it moving slowly. All right, now what we have to do now is we're going to make the blur. We are going to add the depth of field to the composition, right? So you can see that some part of the section is blurry. Yeah, so you can change your resolution to full so that you can see it better. So from this point, this is how I'm going to do it. Like, so yeah, so I might leave it like this. It doesn't really matter. So I just left the focus is stance like this, right? So this is how it's going to look like. I'm just leaving it like this. You can still tweak with it if you want. Then I'm going to increase the scale of the man to 60. Then I'll drag it to the top like this. Then one thing we like to do is we like for him to bright, right? Like once the light, because there's some lights on him, so you can just clear some of the sections. So to add the light, I'm going to add exposure to it. Then with the exposure, I'm going to increase the exposure of the man like this, right? So that he glows, let me say like that. So I'll make it 1.5. Then I'll go to my project, then I'm going to drag the text to this composition, then hit the 3D bin. So now I'm going to drag this to the top because I'll animate the camera from the top, then it comes below, right? So I'll just click here, then I'll use this to move it to the top like this, so it becomes like this. Then I'll make a keyframe of the point of interest and position, but I would like to drag the first keyframe to this, so a little bit forward, right? So I'll drag this to the right. Then I'm going to hold shift and do this like this. You get it? So now when you're done, you hit V for selection 2. You select all your keyframes, then you go to flow, then you hit apply, so it becomes like this when you play. Yeah, so this is how it looks. So I'll just adjust the keyframes a little bit because I want it to have a smooth movement, right? So when I'm done, now it's left with I need to create another section. So but I'm not going to go all the way to do what I did first. All I just have to do is duplicate one section. So I duplicate the section 2 by Ctrl D, then raise it up like this. Then I'm going to take it to the right, and I go to view because I want it to be behind the man, right? So I'll just click here, then push it like this to the back so that it's behind the man. Yeah, then I'll just raise it up a little bit. So I think this is okay. So yeah, right. Now I'm going to add a drop shadow to the man. Then I'm going to change the opacity to 70. Then I'll make the distance 80. Then make this 300. So I change the opacity to 100. So just copy the values that I've used. So this is okay. Alright, so now all I have to do is see how it looks now. But the section, it shows I don't know how I should say it. I have to bring this section below so that it doesn't interfere with the first scene, so you get it. So like something like this, then we get like this. All right, so I think that's all we need to do. And yeah, there's something we must add. That is the adjustment layer. We must add a vignette to create this kind of cinematic look, right? So to do that, we'll create an adjustment layer, then type cc vignette or just type vignette. So I'll take this, then I'll change the amount to 120. Then I'll change the angle of view to, or let's change to 60 or something like that. So 60 is okay. Yeah, so this is how it's going to look. Now I think I'm done at this point. There's nothing for me to add now. So all right, thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what else you would like for me to break down. Thank you.